Yeah, Xenoxis. And this is the 9th of August 2025. I didn't upload the clips yesterday, and I talked about that in the first part. That I've started uploading parts now that I recorded yesterday. And stuff that now, yes, we do have enough cash for it. So the thing is, of course, yes, I don't have any Gishal greens and stuff that currently, which is a bit bad, of course, because we would need that, of course. We would need that to get to a certain place and stuff that. But we should actually be able to use the Chocobo, get to Sheet Uplands. Hopefully that won't quote-unquote dismount the Chocobo, because we need to go all the way to this the Sheet Uplands here, because that will actually get us into Shinobi Steps. Let's hire one. Sheet Uplands. Right, so you cannot go here. What does this take you, by the way? This takes you... Okay, this takes me out here. So that takes me... Wow. It's actually pretty huge. Okay. That's good to know. Of course, sadly, we cannot do any of the loot, which is a bit sad, of course. Because if this gets dismounted now, then it's like really bad, because then I've just wasted... I mean, it wasn't much skill really to waste or anything. But yeah, because then it's better to use reload, right? Because that's not a teleport crystal. So that, then basically, because I know where we can get shark greens. I actually completely forgotten that you kind of have to go on the airship or whatever to that to get the thing. Do we keep it? Yes, we do. Good. So I need to go like that. I'm guessing we can go to the crystal area. That doesn't dismount the Chocobo, hopefully. Why did I try to go to the Final Fantasies? And yeah, the default speed actually feels pretty slow on the Chocobo. Right. Let's just go down here. But I forgot if there were shortcuts here. I think there are shortcuts somewhere, but I forgot exactly where the shortcuts were in this specific region. Hopefully we can make it. And stuff that, like, I don't know, however, how we should save once we get to the other place. Stuff that. I wonder why that remained in, like, imagine if there was one way I forgot to go here and stuff that, you know. Yeah, there was an autumn path that we never took. God damn it, man. I would like to check what that is, though, the northern path there. Yeah, because the worst thing is you cannot control it with the D-pad. So that's why it sometimes stutters, because of the issues with these right used to this. And that's going to be pretty close though, because it should be that we need to talk to this guy and then he allows us to advance here. If this dismounts us, so that's going to be really annoying. Should dismount us. Tell me how to cross then. How do I? Alright. There is telekinesis. Good, you can actually pick up telekinesis there. That's super, super huge. The question is though, I'm guessing you will just be able to go drop up off here or whatever. But because there's no way they're just gonna soft lock you unless they put a chokeable on this other place. You're the Aqua one. No, you're not an Aqua one. We still have that gambit active though, right? Yeah. So she's still using Sage Ring, Opal Ring, Golden Amulet, and Burn it, yeah. Yeah, we don't want to kill that. I'm thinking about maybe saving in another slot. That could maybe be something that we need to do. We'll see though. That's what are you? You're a shield worm. Yeah, we probably do not want to attack the shield worm. Right, we can just hold on the R2. We don't need to hold two buttons down. So that's the server steps. Yes, server steps. You see, this will take you towards where the port town is, but you cannot enter the port town. They actually do prevent you because there's supposed to be a fleet there, whatever. So yeah. In one of these locations, I forgot which one. In one of these locations, at least there will be a treasure that 100% is going to be a claymore. Basically, like all the time, basically. And that is a treasure that normally is supposed to be in like the laboratory place. And supposedly it will disappear from the laboratory place once you get it. You know. Now maybe we could kill it. I mean, maybe we can slow it and stuff like that, and you know, it seems to mostly be physical damage. Yeah, we can Kuraga the tank, so that's good. It hits hard. Though. So is that dispellable? I do have some dispel modes, but we can use dispel it if possible. But it hasn't cast yet. Let's see, did it cast it? Dispel. Okay. Yeah, that reflects some load on it. Hopefully it won't just restore forever every time it gets low. Hopefully it only does that once. I'm guessing this is worth a lot though, since it's a level 44. Key breaths. And dead. Almost dead. You gave me 3,760, so that would mean if I would, for example, if I would have had the thing still on her, then bar the tip, but that would have been a lot of XP. I don't know technically if Sage Rings is worth it, to use over getting a lot more like stuff, considering the spells we have. However, I do want to learn, of course, I do want to get there so we can use Roga and BioWare and stuff like that. Because Bio counts as being actually unelemental and stuff like that. So supposedly it works on the Chocobo and stuff like that, because I did manage to get the Chocobo low. Fighting it at one point. Okay. I forgot if it was in the first area though, the old nice road. Not rust. I mean, yeah, you would think, right, like, for example, like, oh, maybe they put, like, a wild Chocobo somewhere and stuff like that, yeah. But it's really cool, the fact that, yeah, the Chocobos can let you get to several locations and stuff like that. And I forgot, because isn't that a thing that has been in a couple of Final Fantasy, that it's often, like, the Chocobos that break certain Final Fantasies, of course. Final Fantasy 7, like, I'm not talking specifically about who being the Chocobos, but like the fact that it's the Chocobo that lets you do the con skip thing. It's due to the Chocobo that you can do it's due to the Chocobo that you're able to do like the disc 1 skip and stuff like that, and get to basically after Midgar you can immediately get to, although it does require you to do some things, because obviously you need to get the Chocobo lure or whatever it is. So you can get a Chocobo and stuff, that's it. I wonder if is there any flying enemy though that is immune to... Is there any flying enemy that is immune to like Ayaroga or whatever, right? Or should I just be like, oh, if enemy is flying then she should use Ayaroga and stuff like that, right? Because you would imagine, right, that Ayaroga is always going to be strongest flying. I wonder if there was like, I forgot, right, like... But was there anywhere in the game where they actually give you... I mean, I know that there are tutorials in the game, but... Weren't there somewhere in the game where they like had like stat explanations, like, oh, this is what each of the stats do and stuff like that, So that's very, very old though. Like that it's weak against Earth specifically, that seems like a very, very old thing. Like, why would I... I wonder if that was all the treasures though. Or if we missed one, because Because certain ones are of course used in the middle of the road and stuff that, and certain ones are, you know, like most of them should just be like, oh, you can see this from a distance and stuff that, but then it's like, you know. Right, let's go over here so we don't trigger them traps. And this is Crossfield key. Now I wonder if there will be any vendor at all that we will get access to here and stuff that, you know. But it's so weird, right, that for such a long time, like in this game, there are so many enemies that still only give you 1 license points and stuff that, like, you would figure out at some point, right, they would start at least giving you 2 points each or whatever, you know. Right, so that is 60, that requires. I think the Dragon Whisker was actually wrongly translated and stuff that, because I think it's the Dragon Whisker, right? That's the Whale Whisker thing. Ocean Lord 3, that's Swiftness. Let's get that so we can fill out that good. There's a lot of Nuts of Rust we're picking up. However, Nuts of Rust is still like, that is still unelemental. And this is Rust. There's a lot of not Rust. So what is this just because I'm below a certain level? It could be that is the case that they. But that would be bad, of course, if this would prevent you from getting like. Being sure we can still get more XP here because the enemies are tougher enemies here, except the XP isn't that much greater. I mean, unless of course we could get into a spot where we could farm the shield worms. But yeah, but Libra doesn't give you that much information, and this is a bit sad, but you know. You can never see when that timer pops up like that, you know, and the actual recording, like only I can see it, you know. So that's good. Okay, so now they give me a choice here. So we can go north, east, kinda. Is it gonna be a path down here also, so that it's just gonna be the same area? Huh? It could be just be that it connects to the same. But I want to make sure that we get all the like pot treasures. And pot treasures are not counting as like regular treasure chests and stuff there, because they can of course respawn and stuff there. But yeah, there should be a treasure somewhere at least that's 100% a claymore, because it is supposedly like if you, but it's only luck now, basically because it's basically that this treasure then gets removed. The treasure gets removed from a certain location. Is there already a treasure near that where that trap was? That's the question. It has shell, but it doesn't smell that much. Okay, and that just connects back. Maybe these curls are meant to be weaker actually in terms of they're not particularly tough, because I'm pretty certain that these curls maybe are meant to be spellcasters. No, because there are of course different kind of curls. Maybe the other curls were also easy, but I've seen okay, he's trying to use blast, okay. Okay, so you can get teleport stones. So even if, like that would mean that as long as there is a teleport stone location, we can use teleport out of here instead of having to use a chocobo. There wasn't more than one treasure here now, nah. Do we go south? Maybe. You would think that it were the old Island Ice Road, that it would be that has the... Okay, there's a save. Do we save into another location though? Because it doesn't show the quick save here, so I'm saving into another location here. Just in case. Because of course if we cannot get back from this, then it would be really bad, you know, and stuff like that, yeah. Yeah, because then it says there will be steps there, and then I can easily identify, like, okay, like, you know. Oh, you're so you're not an enemy by default, but I can dispel you. Oh no, poor. Oh wow, this guy is actually tough. Why does he have so much health? Like, why are you... Okay. I mean, sure, it was tough in terms of that it was tanky, but it was not that tough, you know, in other terms. Loisens, kolla loisens. Loisens, kolla loisens. Loisens. Wind Week. Aeroga. Boom. Is any flying foe? I would like to use telekinesis here if we can learn it and stuff that, but yeah, but otherwise I'm gonna try and see how this works. If target is flying, that's like aeroga. We'll see how that works. This is... Okay. Oh, that's not super good. That's only good really when you enter an area early on, but... Let's get this, boom. Turk slice. I really hope that there was not of rust we got, that was just us getting unlucky. So that, but maybe it's just because the regular treasures here are just worthless. Because basically there's basically like the treasure have. There is a rare treasure of course, but the rare treasure is not the thing that's good. Because the rare treasure is not actually what's good. It's basically that you can receive an item and then like an item 2, whatever needs the item 2 specifically that you want from certain treasures. Yeah, there was some Gil at least. Gil I think is the most common, that it can be from treasure. Like Gil has the highest chance for treasure to be like there's a certain percentage chance that certain things have. Okay, yeah, Rogue is doing good damage actually. But it is gets expensive actually. And one more. It's so bad because that doesn't give you any points at all. Like if it kamikazes, it's not like, you know. There are certain enemies, of course. There are certain bomb enemies in this. I believe that even if they like self-destruct, you still get XP from them and stuff that, you know. Yeah, that's just absolutely annoying. I probably don't want to have that set up like that and instead just have it attack. For flying. You might say, oh, but what's the difference? Yeah, but I believe, right, that if it has an elemental weakness, it will do that first, and then otherwise it will attack. But that's kind of how it already works. But I believe that will make it so that it will prioritize the flying over a ground thing, depending on, of course, the order of the gambits. I mean, I don't want to do that. I want to stick around here, of course, obviously. Huh? Windmill 4 Cupo. Yeah, why are they making the windmill thing important? Probably a reason why. Can we avoid bird? Yes, we can. How much damage can we do to it with regular attacks? Why is it now so relentless all of a sudden? Okay, so she's dealing 1400 damage with that. I wonder though, yeah, I do have telekinesis over there and stuff that, but yeah, there are certain characters, of course, which I can get telekinesis on. At the new, you received absolutely nothing. It's never going to be worth fighting them because it just seems like every single time it's just go, oh, I'm just going to kamikaze or whatever, right? I mean, it shouldn't theoretically be coded like that because then it feels like, okay, like if you don't bring enough DPS, then it's just, like, because imagine, right, if every tough enemy would do that, and stuff that, and then it would just be like fucking dumb. It's so weird, those earlier ones had like so many treasures and stuff that, but here it's not like good at all. I wonder if she was slowed all the time there. I hope she wasn't. And this was called... I forgot what the area was called, where it's supposed to be at least the whole thing, Maybe it was the old Ellen Ice Road, or maybe not. Because I'm pretty certain it's supposed to be close to where the Balfonheim is. And stuff that, and of course we cannot enter quote-unquote Balfonheim and stuff like that, because if we could have went to Balfonheim, there is a certain quest that you can do because there's a certain chocobo you can interact with. And that quest actually leads you to getting a free defender. And stuff that was even better than a Claymore, of course, so that would be. And that's a Shieldworm, but that's a level 42 Shieldworm. The other one was higher, right? Or was it always a 42 used? Yeah, but right, the reason why the Shieldworm is so bad now is because we don't theoretically have the gear that we would normally have around this place, even though we have the current lucky that we can have like the sea mask and the mirror, mail and stuff that, It is still, of course, not the tier that we would have here. We would probably be at Platinum Armor, or at least Giant's Helmet and Carabiner Mail, most likely. Maybe we would even be at Dragon Hammer, Dragon Mail. Because I believe those can actually also be in this location, at least in the original game, because the loot was actually changed severely. Like, in the original game, there was less, like... Okay, any treasure here? No. You're very quick at trying to dive her all the time. And let's just bring this further up so we don't backtrack the bird. This was still just the regular silver Lobos though, so Lobos. Okay, so we don't want to go there. I wonder if this is meant to be that few treasures, but I wonder, do I have a diamond omelet, by the way? No, we do not have a diamond omelet, not yet. So what license number is diamond omelet? Isn't it an early one? It's there. Exodus 3. So why have I not come across a diamond omelet? Did I have a diamond omelet at one point, but I just sold it because all this effect is just useless? Because I would also pay attention, especially if it's like against a certain specific element and stuff that, you know. Or is it that this is one of those cases where, oh, if you sell it, then you won't kill another one or whatever, or that it's hard to come by? Because right, it would feel like you would have it, you know. So maybe we need to run through the middle here. It just feels like there should have been way more treasures here. Just there hasn't been any like treasures at all. Hardly. Yeah, you can read about those windmills or whatever. So let's take the side paths then. They're not hidden, right, the treasures, so that they're like invisible or whatever. Because I feel also sometimes that sometimes if there are like stuff like that, that would mean like what's reading. So wait, are you immune to a certain element, or are you weak to? You're weak to water, but that is like, yeah, bell vivens. We have actually killed those before at some point. Because yeah, it's really, really bad if you try to attack it that with water. Because of the fact that, yes, we only have like aqua and stuff that, like. Because why is there no like aqua, like why isn't there like a aquara and stuff that, you know? You would imagine, right, you know? Is that still shaking us? Yeah, the bird's still shaking. Okay, good. Oh, there is a treasure. This is called South Level Hills. Yeah, still not so rust though, which is bad, but I'm guessing it's just because of that, because what is it, like equipment loot is usually like a 5% chance, I believe it is, for like all like equipment style loot. And that's absolutely worthless, the aqua weakness. You can see now she actually deals quite a lot of damage to it actually, because that's why these are, for example, worth fighting over the other birds, because they have less chance to come across, I believe it is. Though we want to make sure that we get rid of her thing there. I thought she got affected by it. It's actually the bird that's affected by it. Now she keeps missing. Have that instead. So that even if they're weak to an element, she will prioritize actually doing that, but yeah. We have a core mods though we do have. Because I feel like this, right, like, because Aqua does not deal, because that deals water damage to one foe, for example. But for example, like the Aqua mode specifically, of course, says that it's, oh, but it counts as looking like a dark thing. So is it actually a, but is it red battle mates that gets dark spells? Decoy oil. In reverse. Bubble siphon. Arcane magic is Ardor. Wait, because isn't it arcane magic that's the dark stuff? But I forgot where it is. Okay, magic 2 is death and dark, yeah. Okay, magic 1 there, yeah. Darker. I mean, the other thing is a black magic spell and stuff that, so yeah, you know. So get all the bun and then speaking on Taurus. You get the poach here. Like more battle lore. Business move. Right, so that should mean perhaps has to use attack that regularly, the flying enemies and stuff that, even if they're like weak to something. Because there are a few flying enemies, of course, where we want the thing to take prioritize, but then we can use move that around and stuff that, you know. I think it might actually be this area. South level hills that can. Yeah, there we go. Claymore boom. So you give me 83. There's less evasion, of course, and you lose automatic evade. But yeah, we get 83 damage, which is not super high or anything, because yes, the Francisca has higher, technically. The Koga Blade also has higher, but that's a way high tier. It's not that, which is what made the Koga Blade so good. But still, you know. So we have a Claymore now, and yeah, we could of course use Diamond Sword on him now. But yeah, so we got the Claymore finally. And yeah, auto-sort that, and auto-sort and stuff. I already have a Crystal Shield on him, right? Yes. You can use a Crystal Shield, but of course not with a two-hander, of course, obviously, so I would need to have him use one-hander instead, so that's another Ninja Sword, by the way, there, sure, which is supposed to be this first Ninja Sword that you use. Yeah, and all the katanas are two-handed as well, so yeah. Wow, we're doing so much damage all of a sudden. That one felt severely weaker for whatever reason. Actually, I think it might have been that it used a spell right. Maybe. It might be that it's actually when she crits, but she does a lot of damage. I mean, I feel like her hit rate should be better. I wonder if that is dependent on her speed, whatever her hit rate, whatever. Because you would imagine, right, that it should have a pretty high hit chance and stuff like that, because especially since she's higher level than they are and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, but one thing I saw when I checked out on the Claymore is that each weapon has its own like crit or not crit chance, but basically like the own combo chance, or basically like you're getting like multi hits in. Stuff that is actually individual from weapon to weapon. Like you might say, oh, but everyone in this class has the same amount. But that's not true. Sometimes there are like outliers within certain classes that oh, these great sword has like way more like percentage chance, you know, and stuff like that. Generally speaking, like stuff like katanas and the ninja swords have like a very good combo rate. They combo very often and stuff like that, which kind of makes sense. And stuff like that, because you know. One thing that would of course be interesting is, could the Claymore show up here several times is the question, you know. Because I would obviously I would want, like even if that meant they took more damage and stuff like that, you know. Although yeah, it's a bit silly that the axe course from him can deal so much damage and stuff like that, you know, but yeah. But I thought it was the Claymore that Vossler actually uses. Very certain in the original you could actually see what their equipment was and stuff like that, you know. So, can we cure that? I don't want to get into the situation again where you check here. Okay, so the one of you have it. She has it. Okay, so ally status disable. How many remedies do I have, by the way? I actually have enough. I do have 2 remedies, so okay. So I should definitely probably start getting more remedies then, but yeah. Yeah, being able to check that is of course very good, but the only one that has all the remedy laws is one, of course. But it's only that the only difference is that it can also cure stop doom and disease. Stuff like that. Yeah, disable and immobilize is of course very, very good to be able to get rid of right and stuff like that. Wait, home? Yeah? Alright, they don't allow you to enter the city, but I mean, this is kind of like entering the city still, though. I mean, because this is where the chocobos are, so does that mean that I can do that? Then you're a vendor, right? Okay. Jag hänger in av oss. Yeah, it's just old stuff. Why do you have old stuff, man? Maybe this could have been really, really cool here. Yeah, they don't even have that here. Ooh. Hey, can we buy 50? Diamond sword. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm still doing the uploads. That's what we're doing. Let's see, can we gain the money? Oh, that's a lot. Oh wow, that was a bunch of gil. Yeah, so you basically get the chocobo here, and then you would ride all the way there to this place, to the sheet uplands, and then go past there again. Okay. Out from import. It's actually pretty insane that you can get here, you know, and stuff like that. Also. I also like buying the maps even if I've already fully explored something, just to have them, you know, and stuff like that, you know. I know about the mental things. Wait, is this? That's nice. Are you there? No. Let's see. Okay. You know, we are the interactable chocobo. It's not here yet. I think. The other one that you can interact with, the one that's specific. But it's only 800 gil and stuff that, you know, that's not very. Yeah, maybe that chocobo doesn't trigger until late, but yeah, you can use the teleport stone here so we're not stuck or anything, you know, stuff there, but yeah. But yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I know that there are other really good gear we can get here. If we actually get lucky and we actually start farming this area, then we could farm up like way higher level gear. So that is not explored yet. That is not explored yet. Okay, so going to the North Sward and the Fedic River that we missed. The Coast Sheet Uplands, where we missed that. But then we get the map for Sheet Uplands, because then it's weird, like, why would that northern part then not be included? Yeah, it was this hills coast that had the great sword. But yeah, because supposedly right that the gear that can be here is actually or gear that can be in the bottles here, like all very good and stuff that, you know, if you get lucky, of course. So that. You need, of course, to get lucky, of course. That's the main problem. I didn't see any treasures here this time. Oh, there's someone here. Not a rust, yeah, that's a common thing here. I would like to explore further, but I know we're gonna take a lot of damage if we do. I was just wanting to check if it was more like, you know. It seems like we're unlucky here, actually. Not that many treasures this time around. At all. Which is so sad. Oh, there is one in the middle right here. But the thing is also the thing that can make certain ones hard to see at times or whatever. Oh, not that one. It's that one that we need to press in to see it. Because there is a distance. It's basically like a draw distance. Like if our treasure is too far away, you cannot even see it and stuff that, you know. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy this. And I see you all in the next part.